Alright everyone, it's time for Occult Literature, video number 412, Arcana Saitica by Herbert Allen Giles. It's a 42-page work compiled from 3 different essays on the concept of mystic masonry. So, one of the big premises here, and having read a lot of Freemasonic literature, criticism of Freemasonry, mainly from Catholic sources actually, etc., having read about Masonry and from their own works, what becomes evident is that Freemasonry is different to different Freemasons. Most Freemasons, and this is stated explicitly, see it as a civic order, so it's involved with charity work or governance, things like that, or as something that's more like a gentleman's club. So it's the good old boys getting together, they talk briefly, they go through their meeting minutes, and then they go out and they have a beer. That's the way that most Freemasons operate. It's a criticism of Freemasonry from within Freemasonry itself, actually, by multiple authors from within the order. Oh, these Shriners over here, they're just getting drunk all the time. It's great that they're doing charitable work, but they don't even understand their own symbolism. And that's the mystic side of it. Freemasonry is partially based on ancient mystery schools. It draws from Babylon, it draws from Egypt, etc., ancient Greece. The symbolism of the rites, rituals, even the design of the temple itself are all explicitly mystic in nature. The average Mason, though, is, strictly speaking, if theistic, not particularly inclined towards the occult. Probably many of them don't even, to this day, understand the symbolism within their own order. The literature is all there to explain it. All the measurements, all of the symbols, the secret handshakes, it's literally all been documented by Masons, non-Masons, people within academia, amateur researchers. It's probably thousands of works on these subjects, but then there are people in the order that don't even understand what the ashlar represents, which is interesting. Non-Masons in some cases know more about Freemasonry than the Masons themselves. It's a fascinating work, and it goes through the different degrees and talks about the various symbols therein, their importance, their meaning, and so forth. So it's an excellent work if you're interested in Freemasonry, especially from a mystic perspective, so you want, that detailed in a fairly brief, terse form. This would be the perfect work for you. Link in the description, by the way, to the edition on Amazon. I'll also pin it in the comments if you're watching this video on YouTube specifically. Highly recommended. Enjoyable read. It's not too obtuse. So some works like this of an academic nature get very dense. This one is fairly easy to understand. And the mystic analysis is part linguistic too, which for me is something that always draws me to a work, and part historical. So little terse bits about ancient symbolism, how they overlap with then modern and still modern now Freemasonry, actually. That's about all. Peace out.